Hello, welcome back. Life decisions. Sometimes they feel huge, they feel big and scary, and it feels like once I make this choice, my life has been decided. But I challenge that because I've gone through many different directions in my life, and although I'll go through this brief summary. I went to school, didn't particularly like it, didn't know what else to do because of the job opportunities where I lived. So I applied for a university, not particularly because I wanted to, but because I wanted to buy myself more time. And I was constantly faced with this existential question of what am I going to do with my life? And this is at age 17, 18. Like, it feels like this huge thing. But I think what a lot of people don't realize is that, okay, it could be a big decision and it could affect you for the next few years. It could even change the trajectory of your life. But as Jim Rohn says, you're not a tree. So, like, you can go through that decision and you can do the thing, but later on you can still change directions if you want to. So I was faced a while ago with a decision of whether to sign a second contract in my job. And I was agonizing over it. I was thinking, like, is this the best thing for me? How's it going to affect my family? Like, is this, like, how is this going to change my life? Um, is it what I really want to do? And there was something else that I really wanted to do. And I was like, which one do I choose? This is so hard. Um, and I overthought everything. So in the end, I decided to stay with the job because I I like it. I'm growing in it, and I get to serve people, which is one of the things I love. Like, and I love teaching. I like training. Um, I love supporting people. So there were so many good reasons to stay, which I have. Um, there's also something else on my mind that maybe one day I'll do. Um, but the fact is, like, I don't have to do it now. Like, I don't have to do it at all. Um, so I think sometimes we put too much pressure on ourselves to make a decision, um, because it's like, oh, what university should I go to? Should I go to this one or this one? And in most cases, as long as you do all right in university and you come out with a degree, it often doesn't matter. Like like real life starts after that, when you get work experience, when you learn about the world, when you travel, when you meet people from all kinds of backgrounds, when you study things that you want to study. This is where the real learning and growth comes from. And then you're in a much better position to make decisions. But just because you make a decision doesn't mean the door to everything is closed forever. Um, so take some hope from that. If you have a big decision, generally I will go with my gut. And if it's 50-50, like if it's really 50-50, the way to test that, get a coin, flip it, Like assign heads to one decision, tails to another, flip the coin, see what it turns up as, and how do you feel? Do you feel annoyed that it's given you that result? Like if you flip tails and you're unhappy, then that tells you go with the heads decision. But if you get heads and you're happy, go with heads. It's quite straightforward. But if you feel neutral either way, then you can still do it on a coin toss. Like just pick one. The worst thing you can do is not pick, because that is a decision in itself, and it takes away your agency. It takes away your opportunity to choose, and essentially someone else is guiding and driving your life, which means eventually, if you follow that path, you could end up anywhere, but nowhere significant. So I think it's important that you take control of your life and make your own decisions, but don't escalate those decisions to the most important thing in the world, because often they're not as big as they seem. So yeah, I encourage you to think about that and to let me know what kind of decisions you've had to make and how did you make those decisions. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.